Got something here. Is that a pen? No, 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 no. Ooh. Hi everybody, and welcome to Photomikes Garage. As you can see, I've got a lot of cars here. I got my 2003 Crown Vic, FRS, Hellcat, 1973 Z28 Camaro. Love it. Love it. But we're a little crowded, and I now have my 2011 Crown Vic, which I recently picked up at auction. Now, in a previous video, I talked about this car, and I talked about how this may be the last Crown Vic Police Interceptor sold by the Government of Canada. I went over that in my last video. Also, I did an overview of this car. It's pretty good. But today, I'm going to look at the car in more depth. And what I mean by that is I'm going to go through the car, look through all the crooks and crannies, look in the rear seat area, look in the trunk, check everything. And the reason why I'm going to do that is, well, the reason why you want to do that is because sometimes things are left behind in the crooks and crannies. For example, there might be, there might be drugs, for example, that have been left over from perhaps a person that was apprehended and in the rear seat. They sometimes try and hide items. Now, of course, most of this should be already have been removed. But sometimes they don't do that great a job when they decommission these cars. So it's always wise to check to make sure that everything is clean in the car. Another reason why is because some of the safety equipment may not be properly attached. For example, seat belts, I've noticed that before. So you should check everything for safety as well. Okay. It's always interesting. What are we going to get? What kind of surprises are we going to get here? Well, first of all, there's no spare tire. That's pretty rare to get a spare tire. Usually those are not here. No spare tire, but it's got the jack. This is a combination jack and handle, and you can take off your lug nuts with this and also get the jack up and down. And otherwise, there's not much in here. Oh yeah, we got the hold down. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, can I reach it? Yes, this is rare. Okay, this is all the rods. Yeah, this is all the rods. Yeah, this is all the rods that go in the doors. So as you know, if you're a prisoner and you get in the seat, against your will, of course, and then they close the door, and then you say, well, I don't want to really be here. So then you try and leave. You can't leave. You're locked in because there's no rods in here. They take the rods out. So having those rods means that you can take these panels off, reinstall the rods, and make everything work. I locked myself in the back of the car. Now I have to crawl through the front to get out. Okay. Yeah, so very effective. Okay, so that's definitely a bonus to have those in here. I've only seen that a few times. That's really good. Oh, look at this. We have jacking instructions. We have 2 sets. Okay, so we have a jacking instructions in English, jacking instructions in French. Because Canada is a bilingual country. And you check the rear seats. Some of the vinyl's coming up here. And, oh yeah, you always check inside here. You never know what you might find. Nothing there. Oh, hold on, what's this? What's this? Okay, this is cool. This is the first time I've ever had this in a police car. Okay. All right. This is pretty rare. This is the cover, so you have your lights mounted. Up here in Canada, they have the police lights mounted to these brackets. So they're right here, mounted to this bracket right here. And this cover is to make sure the glare from those flashing lights doesn't distract the driver. So that's just a cover. And they would have a bracket that would mount it here and a bracket that would mount it here. That's cool. That's cool. First time I've seen that. Usually that's all removed. Okay, so what you also do is that you look behind the seats and you're looking for anything that might have been left here, either by a prisoner or by the maintenance yard. And what I like to do is, usually these seats are loose anyway, they don't even put them in properly, but I like to look underneath the rear seat. Now this one's a little bit is stuck on here. Now this one's clipped in, so all you gotta do is push that way and up at the same time, and you will get it unclipped like that. Simple. What have we got here? That's how easy it is to remove these rear seats. That's in good shape. Now let's take a look. Okay. Okay, what do we got? Yeah. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? A Tim Hortons. Okay, up here in Canada, Tim Hortons means donuts. Okay, donuts. All right. Oh. Okay, see, I tell you, there's gold underneath these seats. This is $2, 2 Canadian dollars, and a penny, which is worthless. But see, I'm making money with this already. Okay, we know what this was used for. I always check underneath the seats, looking for anything here. What do we have here? A little RCMP decal. Yeah, oh yeah, as you can see, that is a little decal that you might give to a kid with an RCMP officer. So he's wearing the red with the Stetson hat and the Canadian flag. That's cool. Okay. And if you want to take off the seat back, it's pretty easy from here. There's just bolts here, 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 and here, and the whole thing will just up and off. No problem. Okay, let's now check the front. Okay, so the door cards. I always check the pocket storage area here. Any junk that may be in here, there's nothing. You should check also around the seats, underneath the seats. You're looking for, well, you're gonna find mostly is garbage because they never clean these things out very good. So most of that is garbage and extra bolts and everything else. And of course, right underneath the glove box is the connector for all the power equipment that they run in the police car. This is the connector. You can sort of just tuck this behind, but that's where it is. And if you need power for anything that you want to operate inside your own car, this is where you can get it from. Okay. And of course we have our special label up here in Canada in both French and English. And it says, to reduce the risk of possible serious injury or death, align and mount hard or sharp police equipment in the trunk laterally. There you go. That's an important decal. Okay, let's check the glove box. Yes, 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 yes. This is exciting. This is pretty rare. Usually these supplements or handbooks are usually missing. So this is a police parole handbook for 2011. And this the first time I've ever seen one of these. This is going to tell the police what to do if they meet someone who is on parole, if they have an interaction with the police. This gives them all the regulations regarding that. That is cool, but this is even better. Crown Victoria Police Vehicles Owner's Guide Supplement. I've rarely seen one of these, are usually removed. This gives you specific information for the Crown Victoria Police Interceptor, the police equipment. Talks about brakes, talks about everything, and some of it's kind of interesting to read. For example, airbag information. The last page. Is there a problem with transporting a front seat passenger who has their hands restrained behind their body? Okay, so they deal with everything, including if you're a prisoner in handcuffs in the front seat. That's good to know. This is not something that most civilians will find anything useful in here for them, but this is a good thing to have. I'm glad I have this. Fantastic. So you never know what's left behind in the glove compartment. And of course we're missing the ticket light, which is annoying as all heck. I don't know why they just don't have it here, and they just cut the wires. Might be an idea to put some electrical tape around that, because you know, they're not very careful. And like I've said before, always check the seat bolts here, because they're often snapped off at the front, because they often snap off when they take off the brackets that went down the center of the transmission tunnel here, so you want to check that for safety. Okay, now we'll check the driver's side. We check again, check underneath the seats, anything that could be underneath there. Okay, and of course the police vehicles have adjustable pedals, which is one of the coolest features. As you move this rocker back and forth, you can see the pedals are moving back and forth as well. That's one of the great features of the police vehicles. Another interesting thing is this panel is easy to remove, just like that. And you'll notice that you got the plug for the switch for the pedals, but you also have another plug right here. This plug would normally go to a traction control button where you could turn the traction control off. So you can see the police vehicle has the wiring for that. Now you could buy a different panel that has that button, and perhaps that could get the traction control working in some fashion. I haven't tried that yet, but that's a possibility. So it's good to know that the wiring's there for that. Okay, and check the door panels again. What do we have here? Let's see. Got something here. Is that a pen? No. Ooh. Wow, check this out. Okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You never know what you're going to find. This, I'm not an expert, but it appears to be a shotgun shell. That's been left behind. Wow. Okay, good to know. And what else have we got in here? Let's see. And we have 2 shotgun shells. Okay. All right. All right, so that's a first for me. I've found a few interesting things before, but that's the first time I have ever found 2 shotgun shells ready to go in the door, in the driver's door. All right, there you go. Okay, so you see why it's important to check out your police vehicle that you get at auction, because you never know what you can find. Most of the time it's quite boring. I find coffee stains and old donut crumbs most of the time, but every once in a while you find something interesting. All right, thanks for watching Photomikes Garage. I will see you next time. And I wish they had left me a donut.